times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guys looking at a little bit of a must-win already, following an 0-2 start. Facing off with him, the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And off we go from AT&T. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them, yet another FCS champion quarterback from North Dakota State, now playing here in the NFL. It's Cam Miller.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day, you get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the gun, Miller. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Out of the shotgun, Miller. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Miller. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Stop made by Barrett Carter. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Now here's Miller. Finds Bash, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Miller on play action. Got a man. It's Dante Thornton Jr. And they get this down to the 28. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Minnesota Twins franchise on MLB The Show 26. We've covered a lot of games in the first month of the year, and today we're going to hit on Oakland and to me. Season settles in, you can start to kind of get an idea of what type of year the roster is. Which players are ascending, struggling, which prospects. The work of this play as we begin the episode, we're in a pretty good spot in the series, and especially in a year where the White Sox, Tigers, and
3rd and long for him here. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Raiders settling for 3 as they set the field goal unit out.
The Trump administration is posting these graphic videos celebrating successful military strikes. Are you ashamed?
No problem at all.
Of course,
And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance.
Diaspora, pardon my language, but shut the F up and sit down, and all the other liberal white
The Raiders
people
kicking
do
team
this.
is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the 16. And he Gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game where wins are typically built off of.
Dak to the air here.
Welcome back to the Oakland Raiders Sports Show. We are live from the
1st and 10 from the 43.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, here's Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's another Cowboys.
They run. It's the rookie from Houston. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring it down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the ground. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. First and 10, Prescott. Completed here to Tolbert. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
I was there today. It's the start of baseball season.
Yes, it is.
Cleveland Guardians. I know you have
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
But against the Seattle Mariners, who were here earlier in the weekend for the beginning of that series. Obviously, the 5 minutes
Right up the
and
gut.
the first game,
It's a
the
terrible
Golden
mistake.
State allowed
And
and
they
they
go down.
scored
Looks like they're
directly
marking it at the
to
11.
when you put it all in the context,
7
you
yards on
can
that
take
pickup.
away for the first 4
That's good
games
for a
of the
Dallas
season,
first
season
down.
4.
We might have to take Team 8, which is unfortunate. We took on the Guardians. So right now, with the loss,
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
The other 8 positions in the starting lineup have had over 100 combined bats.
Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone.
Like, it's starting on both fronts. If you told me you got 4-3,
Catch me.
or now 4, I would have said that's possible. If you told me there's a rest of the lineup has 0, there's a couple things to play here. Number 1, Seattle gets to start to do probably with the Guardians. It's in line with one of the best bats in baseball. Yankees staff is incredible.
All right, so we're already into the second quarter, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count in that area. Perfect game for one.
Right down the middle. And the Cowboys want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
It was like football back in the day. I mean, this was
Kick this one away.
I literally watched it and I said, I know what no-hit stuff looks like. This is no-hit stuff. I can't be a part of it. So I flipped the
And
change.
he's brought down just beyond
I
that
was watching on my
25-yard line.
phone. So I know this
Now for the
is
second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders
my
offense.
son called me from New
And the
York.
last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
They got started on the
Pistol
game.
formation here first as they come to the
You
line.
should be okay with it. And my son was right. He's like, wait a minute.
Blown back gets the handoff.
I said, yeah, it's a
Can't
pop.
slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
75 to 80.
Loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and
So
11.
through the game, he gives up that line single to Gerard to right field, and then he goes, and my son's like, that man should be fired.
And the tackle stops him after a solid
In
game.
the long game. It's like 7 up out of victory is your hand. I don't like that either.
Shotgun now on 3rd down.
If it was my team, I want to see my
Pulling
50 go, but I
second.
feel like
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't. Here's the thing. If you told me we're leaving Seattle
First down,
2, that's what I was
41.
I'm going to say, please. I don't care. I think we won our games 1-0, and we lost 25-0 the other
Play
two
fake
games.
Miller.
Doesn't show up this game.
Yes.
Seattle, I think it's a split. I just not so that's how I look at it. We went to Seattle, how far we are.
When we were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you try to play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
It really did beat our expectations for the guarding starting pitchers. And so to go in there,
Something special here, 2nd and 20 following this
where he was to go ahead and home run, that's a game to where the offensive defense even looking to move his beat. So
away from the gun
I'm
here.
happy that we walk away with it. Do you want to win the series? Yes. Don't want to do.
These guys need to find a way to hold out better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I can just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Man, this is one of the best things that could happen to the Guardians. Because
Here he
when
goes.
you take a look at it, Seattle has World Series that good.
And he hits
They
a
are at
wall
the
at
point
the
where
line and goes
I watch their
nowhere.
crowd, I watch,
Now we have a member of the
their
Cowboys
broadcast,
hurt after
and how
that
they
play,
talk
and
about
they'll
them.
need to get somebody
They
out
think
there to
it's
look
all
at him.
about the postseason. If they've done well in the regular season, they think that they're a team that's going to get should be going
Now
to
the
the World
Raiders
Series.
ready in for
So
the
you
punch.
get
They'll
the
turn it
situation
over
with Sanders
all-pro
starting off
A.J. Cole for the kick.
series. Hopefully he gets
He
back.
punted a couple of times
till
last
18.
week in their
And then you
loss,
got
and
Gavin
now
Williams,
gets
that
this
you
one
struggled
away.
to find
Fair
his
catch
man
called
early
for
on that
and
in that
made
game.
at the
So
35-yard line.
that was
Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
And I was here's too, Jay. You be a picture.
Now running here with Jay
About it looked like he didn't have his command, and it looked like he was a little concerned about that. I could more emotion that second speed from him. He was upset, thinking that he wasn't rotating, but
Prescott, quick
if
throw.
you go back to last year, the book on
He
him,
pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
the book on him was
Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for Dallas. First
that
down.
is, I'm catching the book. So obviously they made further effort to talk defense to stretch him out. Not discount-wise.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. First down from the 42.
I asked Biden in Arizona a couple of weeks ago.
Prescott here from the gun. Strong running inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Definitely be either Gavin or but when they made
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's what we just said about Gavin.
Now from the gun. His
His
perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
Boys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air. Prescott. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Fullback trying to power across. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback, powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Even though the starting pitching, I thought was they performed below my expectations. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to put it because Gavin, he was great. He was like, a few hits, but you can't go walk off home run. You can't do that. and he did. And I thought Biden with the injury, I don't think his performance was subpar, even though he did give up 3 yards. I wasn't too disappointed in his stuff and his performance. I was disappointed that his shoulder backed it up and he had to come out of the game. For Tony, I expected way better than him. I was disappointed in way better than he did. And the weird thing to me was, he did the lead off that is down in the count, the first 2 at bats. 1-2 and 0-2, and he hit them with back to sliders or whatever he's throwing.
Shotgun, Miller.
Like, I'm sure he was frustrated by it too.
It's still a good
but
defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Shotgun snap to Miller. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, Miller. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout.
I feel comfortable about that.
Before halftime. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Prescott. 1st and 10. Complete over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun is Prescott. Throwing the outlet out complete. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He
More
took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Couldn't get it through. They need to play every single day.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. He's going to gain a good chunk of yards here. Looks like about 6, but that still brings up 4th down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The 49ers move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And oh, it's the cheetah, Tyreek Hill. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Dolphins are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the New York Giants. And this is Theo Johnson. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Giants are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good way to reset those chains.
Able to drive that final 30 yards. It's Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. We've set it down for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Cuts his way through a tackle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the red zone now. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Dak to the air here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And then extends their lead to 14.
Had the lead in the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Roundy with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their
And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. Another gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Miller setting to throw. Caught by the open man. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Throwing is Miller. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. New set of downs for him from the 31. Miller on play action. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to roll this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it off. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
No throw. 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Rolling back in the backfield, and they get it to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tight end in motion left. First and 10, Prescott. Setting up their running back screen. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Back now, pressure coming. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now it's Prescott again. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. On the shotgun, Miller. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Raiders trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down. From the gun, Miller. It is cut left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for an Oakland first down.
Shotgun snap to Miller. He's keeping it. And Miller with a smart slide there at the end of a productive run. That's good for a first down.
19 more yards. That's another Raiders first down.
In the red zone on first. Now here he goes again.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Third down, and they need to get 10. Miller's going to throw here. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Time is so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. There's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You could not question that they brought some fight to the field, tried to throw their best punches. But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them, just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, the coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that. But there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys